Hi everyone, it's Sensational, and today we'll be reviewing Tabac by Maison Alhambra. The fragrance, as you can see, I've been using it for a while, and it's meant to be a dupe of Christian Dior's Tobacolor. It was launched in 2022. It's a unisex fragrance. It's actually got the same notes as the original, according to Fragrantica. The top notes for this are peach, plum, bergamot, and citruses. The middle are honey, smoke, and oriental notes, and the bottom notes are white tobacco, amber tobacco, and tobacco leaf. I would describe this as an evening fragrance. I mean, you can tell by the color, it's like a deep brown color. Even with the presentation, it looks very similar. I'm gonna put a picture of the original up here, and you can clearly tell that it's copying the original. The cap isn't magnetic. I think it's a metallic top. A simple cylindrical glass with the sticker at the front here. It's slightly wonky though. Maison Alhambra. This is the box it came in. Very cool. Simplistic too. And Maison Alhambra at the back. I think that's foundation, forgive me. And then it fits in here. I ordered this on eBay, I think in the beginning of January, and it came about like 3 days later. I think I got it for like, I think £32. So it's also an affordable fragrance compared to how much the original costs, and I think that's over 200. So just with the price differences, we should naturally assume it's not going to be the exact same. Okay, let's test the atomizer. Decent. A decent spray, decent coverage. Just covering myself in it. It does smell like the original. However, it only captures the essence of the notes in the original. It doesn't smell like it exactly. Just by spraying it on, I get the honey, the smoke, and a touch of plum. But when you smell the original, which I don't have with me, but I have smelled the original, and if you're in like the UK, you can try it in Harrods, because you need to get, it's part of the, I think, Privé collection. You need to get at a specific store like Harrods or Lakeside shopping mall. This is much simpler compared to the original. It's a basic version of it. This smells like, really, from just first impressions, like if I can remember my first impression, it smells like a honey flavored smoky cola. Whereas the original is far more complex. You can smell each note and it develops, whereas this is rather linear. Like what you smell in the beginning, it pretty much stays that way. And I would say after a few hours, you basically get smoke. You get the tobacco, you get the smoke. Well, hence tobacco. But with the original, it's much stronger. It projects more, and you can tell the difference in quality when it comes to the ingredients. But for the price difference, you're paying what, like, I think like, is it a tenth? I think you're paying about a tenth. How much was this? I think this was like £40. You're paying like a fifth of the price compared to the original. So for how much you're paying and what this is marketed as, it does the job, but you can tell the difference in quality. Where would I wear this, or who should wear this? I would say this is unisex. I can understand why it would be far more masculine leaning. However, I do think women can pull this off. Anyone can pull this off. I enjoy it. I wore it to a gala, I think 3 weeks ago. I loved it. This projects. It radiates off the skin, and it's a good, I think, what's a feet? Like a meter? Sorry to my Americans, like, is it 2 meters? A feet? I don't know how, but people around you it fills a room. English, it fills a room. So if you want something that projects and is affordable and is I wouldn't say dupe, but an inspired by fragrance, you want something smoky and sweet, and this is almost like cola. Like, to me, it smells like a smoky, sweet cola. This is a great fragrance. Longevity as well, it projects and it lasts, I would say, like a good 6 to 8 hours. What would I rate it out of 10? I would rate this a 7.2. Compared to the original, this gets a 7.2. The original, to me, gets like an 8.2. Or actually, I would say an 8.8. Simply because of the quality of ingredients. But I won't knock this. It's just that I know it's not the same. That's all I'll say. It's not a terrible fragrance, but for those who want a more affordable option, I will say this is a great fragrance. This is good. This is very good. Like, and it smells like someone who has put in the effort. This is something you'd wear on a date night. It's also a restaurant fragrance. I wouldn't wear this casually, unless you're that kind of person. But I would say this is far more grown and sophisticated. I wouldn't see someone in like secondary school or sixth form or college wearing this. Like, I think that you must have graduated university. Like, you have to be like 20 plus. I don't see younger people wearing this because it's just mature. It's someone who's like got things to do with their life, got bills to pay, like an adult, you know. Yeah. I enjoy it. I do enjoy it, and I will be finishing it. And I'm glad that this was the gateway into, I'd say, is it like private collection, private designer collections? Like, this is the perfect starter for that. Even like, if you didn't want the original, it's a good fragrance on its own. I would never knock this. This is an amazing fragrance. So if you were ever considering getting it, it's for the colder months, I would say. Wearing this in the summer wouldn't make sense because of the smoke. I didn't really understand what the word cloying meant when people would make perfume reviews, but I understand what they mean by cloying. Like, it gets much. Like, this isn't something you'd want to wear and you're now sweating from like the summer heat. Like, this is something you would imagine wearing with a fur coat. I'm talking about the ladies. Like, this is the evening and it's colder and the smell of the smoke and the honey would warm you up. That's what this would be. And yeah, this was Tabac, the Tabac review. It's a quick one, but I want people to see and understand what it's like, and also not be afraid of certain dupes, and if certain dupes are worth it, because I know dupes, they can be hits and misses. This, I would say, it's not smashed it out of the park, but you know, at least they hit the ball. You know, if you've played any kind of batting sport like tennis or cricket or badminton or rounders, like, they actually hit the ball. Like, it's not like the ball passed them or they missed. Like, this, they hit the ball. right? They didn't hit straight into the crowd, but they're in the game. They're playing the game well. That's what I'd say. So if you enjoyed this review, leave a like, leave a comment, share and subscribe so that we could all be sensational.